All right, guys, welcome back. My name's Casey, if you didn't get that from the channel name, and it's been another week of practicing guitar, and I felt like making a video talking about the other major part of my practice. Last week, I talked about how I'm trying to get better at scales in different keys and playing scales faster. The other thing that I practice a lot is bar chords, and so I started my chord journey out with open chords as probably many have. And for quite some time, I've been working on 6th string and 5th string bar chords. And a little while ago with my guitar teacher, he helped me understand harmonizing the scale that I'm playing my chords in. And I'm playing in a G major harmonized scale, I guess, of chords. I'm not going to teach you guys the bar chords, but I'm going to just show you what I'm doing to practice, because I think that's the useful information that I'm trying to get out in these videos. But just to start real quick, harmonized scale, major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, half diminished. So a major G, minor A, minor B, major C, major D, minor E, and then there's a F sharp half diminished in there. But the point of what I want to get across and what I'm trying to record in this video, whether it's for my own future knowledge looking back or any of you guys get some usefulness out of this, is how I'm trying to make it more fun. Now, I like to gamify things. That's how I was learning scales, getting faster, starting with slower beats, faster beats. But I find that chords are more fun to just kind of play around with. And so I've been kind of working on a progressive set of, I feel like it's more difficult in what I'm doing, but it also sounds good. I kind of create little tunes. So I wanted to just share with you the tune that I'm making, or I don't even know the right name for when you come up with it's not a lick. But I've been working on the 5th string bar chords. And so I started out with picking. So I do a lot of picking, but I've also been really working on finger picking or finger style as well. And so I just kind of start off, I just started off with this little piece here where, I was like, let's just play the scale from I'm not even playing it right. From an E minor to D major to D major, and it sounds kind of good. And then I started playing that like this, adding some rhythm, and then I was like, it needs something to kind of finish this off. And I don't even know where this fits in, but it's like a B major, kind of to finish it off. What do you guys think of that? Sounds pretty good, I think. But I was feeling like some of my bar chords were a little bit sloppy feeling. So I kind of went back to some of my earlier practice when I was learning open chords and playing them as individual notes, which my understanding is this is called arpeggios. And so I started playing, like, oh, that kind of sounds good, but it sounded a little bit just kind of basic. If I just play it through like that. So I started adding a bit of just a little, kind of back up a little bit. So play through for the strings. That kind of sounds nice. Kind of sounds like a little bit more fun to play than just, right? And I just play it through like that a few times. And it just sounds nicer. It sounds more musical as I'm practicing. And so then I thought, well, we're picking a lot. Why don't I try this playing with my fingers, right? With my fingers, I can get a bit more, it feels like texture. I can play the notes slightly differently with my fingers than I can with a pick. But there was also something else that I noticed I can do when I'm playing with my fingers and not with a pick, or it's easier with my fingers, and that is skipping strings quickly. So I thought, well, I'm playing this just down the chord and then back up again, like that, right? But then I thought, well, what if I come back to the root note of the chord? Skip a little bit. It didn't quite sound right. Nope. Let me get it. Sounds more musical, sounds nicer to listen to rather than just beating up the chords over and over. So basically what I'm doing there is, I'm starting at the A string, the 5th string. I'm going down 4 strings, back up 1, and then back to the A string again. And it kind of, I don't know, to me it sounds more complete, and you get a bit more of a bass note in each of the arpeggios. I hope I'm using the right word there, but. And then, because I'm using my fingers, I can accent the notes a little bit differently. I can, especially, I can make this one a little bit softer sometimes. It's a little bit easier to play with the timing. I'm like, oh, that sounds pretty good. And just kind of having fun playing with that. So that's how I'm making my bar chords more interesting. Now I want to play them as chords as well. So I'm playing through it once or twice. I'm like, oh, I'll try playing with my fingers the full chord, which is completely different than trying to play with a pick. Playing a full chord with a pick. Sounds, I don't know, a lot tighter, probably because I played a lot of chords with my pick, but it kind of led me to, well, what else can I do with my hands? If I'm picking or strumming with my hands now, but it's good practice. I want to practice more strumming and not just picking with my fingers. So keep messing up every time I come back around, but I'm trying to get a bit of a up or a, so some downs and then an up to finish. Lost my rhythm though. It's really hard to play on camera. I guess I'll get used to it over time, but that was also part of the reason why I wanted to make these videos, is just getting used to playing in front of something or somebody that's listening. So when I do go to play, maybe around a campfire, hang out with my friends, it's not so intimidating. I'm just practicing playing through my mistakes and talking and playing at the same time is incredibly difficult, to be honest. So I'm just playing that back and forth, you know, a couple times, using my fingers, picking all the individual notes, and it's really allowing me to make sure that I'm getting all of those notes super clean. And this took me a little bit, a couple hours of practice, I would say, to make sure that I'm landing on these bar chords and that all the notes are ringing out. So when I do play a chord, all the notes are there. And I've done this a few times with different little rhythms that I've come up with. Oops, messed that one up. Brain is not here. So just, that's another little rhythm thing that I came up with, playing the same chords in that same harmonic scale of bar chords with the G major, A minor, B minor, C major, D major, E minor. One day I'll play the diminished chord. It's really kind of weird. I don't like it. All right, that's it for this week. I'm gonna get back to practicing and see how it goes and see what I come up with to share and record for next week. All right, with that said, my name's Casey. I'll catch you guys later, and if I see you in the comments, I'll... All right, with that said, my name's Casey, and I'll catch you guys later. With that said, my name's Casey, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.